let's draw a skull. We're gonna start by making the top of the skull like an arch, like a rainbow. Remember to use pencil first and use those little sketch lines where you're doing little short lines. That's gonna help you to figure out how you want it to look. Now I'm going to bring it in just a little bit on the sides. Give it kind of a poof. And now I'm gonna do the cheekbones. On this side, it's gonna kind of look like a letter J or a hook. Let me do that on this side too. Now I'm gonna make a line that comes in. It's like a short diagonal line. And right here, in fact, can't really erase, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna make it whiter. I'm gonna connect my two diagonal lines. Now I can create some eyes. Our eye sockets are really big ovals. So over on one side, I do a nice big oval. Same thing over on the other side. And I'm gonna make a nose that looks like an upside down heart. So the easiest way to do this is to turn my paper upside down, put a little heart. There's half of a heart. Here's the other half right there. Here we go. And then down here, the easiest way to make that skeleton mouth is to start with like a happy face line between the cheekbones. Right in the middle, I make a short line, and I'm gonna do curved lines that get a little bit smaller as they go out to the side. And same thing on the bottom. Those are like scallops. And now we want to add lots of shapes. I think I'm going to show a little bit of a skeleton body. Depending on how big you did yours, you can decide what you want to do next. I'm going to make an oval that is kind of like long ways horizontal. Yeah, to create the neck. And then over here on the sides, I'm gonna create I guess like a clavicle, a shoulder bone. And I might put sort of a long bone down here and make some curved ribs that look like bananas. That's what they look like. Maybe an arm. You can decide. You want your shapes to be sort of large. The smallest shapes I have are the teeth. And we definitely want to add some of those Day of the Dead designs. I'm going to put flowers on the forehead because flowers are an important part of Day of the Dead. They symbolize life. Yeah, it is like Frida Kahlo. You don't have to do flowers. That can be up to you. And I think I'm gonna do spirals on the cheeks. Spirals are another important symbol. We don't want anything that is too small. So down here, I'm just doing some arches, just using shape to create designs. And usually in Day of the Dead, the artwork's the same on both sides, but mine is already not symmetrical. It's not the same on both sides, so that's okay. And I think I might do some little petals or teardrop shapes. Yeah. Okay. Now that I've got my design drawn, we're going to take the styrofoam plates and we're going to cut off that bumpy edge right there. So I'm going to come right here. I just cut my styrofoam in half. because I felt like it was too big and now 2 people can use each piece. So I'll give you half a piece. Now it's a little bit big, but it's okay. I'm gonna fold that bottom part like this. You're gonna take a piece of tape. I'll give everybody a piece of tape, and you're gonna tape it over the top so that then it doesn't move around while it's on here. I'm not doing a great job. So now the styrofoam is under my paper. And now I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm going to press into it. I'm kind of tearing my paper, but what I'm doing is creating a texture. Can you see I've made a line in there? We want to create a texture where it goes down and there's a bump, and that's how we're gonna do our printmaking. And see, my paper tore, and that's okay. So let's trace our entire design. Okay, now I've retraced it. So when I take the paper off, I can see my design has been pressed into that styrofoam, but it's not quite deep enough in all the places. So we're gonna go back and go over our lines one more time with pencil to make it deeper so it goes in further when we do the printmaking. Okay, I'm done retracing my sugar skull. I can feel all the bumps. You can see it really well. I had to change a few things when I went on here. It's not perfect, guys, and I want you to remember that we're not gonna throw this away because we make tiny little mistakes. We're gonna use our mistakes in our art.